Hey, this is Tim with Expert Power Wash. Wanted to show you Jeremy's skid back here. This 8-foot skid is going out to Ohio. It has a lot of cool features. Let's jump into the tour and I'll show you everything that's on it. All right, here it is. This is an 8-foot skid. Again, this one is going out to Ohio. The private transport company is coming to pick this up today. So I'll just give you a quick overview. It is really sunny out here, which is nice for November. Actually, December. My months are off. Yeah, just a beautiful looking skid. We'll start over here on the other side. There's a blank spot over here by the mixer. So Jeremy is going to add his own pressure washer to this skid. So this is what we would consider a double trouble skid. And what we mean by that is you'd have a pressure washer there, and then of course the 5.5 gallon per minute with the double stacked reels. So very cool platform. The way that these are set up, you can see all that bed space there. We'll jump into that in just a minute. But going over here, he's going to put, I don't remember if he said gear drive or belt drive, but we have all of his plumbing ready, his bypass lines, his fill tanks in here. We have our rollover valve already in here. We have fuel line already coiled up there for Jeremy. You can see that that's all over there. All the lines are in. He has his T-Jet filter. That's mounted up with the super heavy duty clamps that we put on there. Those are all stainless. That is our slim fuel tank. You can see how it just mounts directly in behind that upright there. This gives the skid a lot of extra space here on the base, as you can see. So just showing you around the base, look at all that space. And would you believe that this has 4 100-gallon slim tanks? Let me jump around to the other side and show you. So this will give you a good view. This back tank here is a bleach tank, so 100-gallon bleach capacity, and 3 100-gallon water tanks. So really nice configuration the way that we do these. When you have multiple tanks like that for larger water capacities, it eliminates the sloshing. Let me show you the plumbing. You can't just willy-nilly put these things together without doing it right. So this is 1.5 inch crush-proof hose. These are all banjo fittings. Let me get it closer. Get in here closer so you can see. These are special fittings here. This is 1.5 inch, and there's a barb there on both sides. If you want something like that, we do sell those. We have a lot of parts and different things that we sell out of our store, as well as put on our belts. So that's the way it should be plumbed if you're gonna run 3 of these tanks. We'll jump on back over here. So this has the surface cleaner rack, and this is gonna be locking, all aluminum. This is a stainless steel locking mechanism there. Stainless steel hinges. What makes this one really cool is on the 8-foot skids, you have a little secret storage area right here, about 16 inches. So if you want to put some extra hose in there, tools, obviously you don't want anything rattling around, but you got a little compartment there where you can store things. So this is a 5.5 gallon a minute pressure washer. This would be the secondary pressure washer. Jeremy's going to use this one to downstream, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. So this is our custom built machine. They make these 390s with a 3 amp recharging system. We've upgraded this one to an 18 amp recharging system. So this is a gear drive, the general pump. This is tried and true. Usually you'll see an unloader that's mounted here off the back of the pump. That's all been relocated, and that is on a block system. You got the K7 unloader. This is going to eliminate the jerking and the trapped pressure that's typically in a pressure washing line. It's going to make the line a lot easier to move around. It's going to make it more enjoyable to use that pressure washer. It's not going to be jumping in your hands. A lot of times when you run a pressure washer and you have to pull the trigger to release the pressure before you can unhook the gun. Well, with this type of unloader, it does not have trapped pressure in the line, so you don't have to do that. And one of the main benefits is it doesn't jump every time you pull the trigger. So just a really nice upgrade. Cost a couple extra bucks, but long term, this is a lot more enjoyable to use. As I'm going through there, you can probably see the Flow Pro. Look at the way we have this all routed in there. Everything's really clean. Really nice wiring. If you look at the way that we have the hose reels wired up in here, we actually use a higher grade wiring than what Titan uses. So this is 8 gauge, pure tin plated copper lugs, pure strand copper wiring. I always talk about wiring in our videos. It makes a huge difference. I know I confuse probably a lot of you guys, but generally if you're using cheap wire, it's going to have filler materials in it. The higher grade wiring, marine grade, USA wiring, is not going to have those filler materials, so it's going to conduct better. You get higher amperage, all kinds of benefits to using a high quality wiring on your setups. So here's the FlowPro. That's all mounted up here with the aluminum mounting hardware there. These used to be 3D printed plastic ones. We had a few issues where those were starting to break over time, so that's been upgraded to aluminum. Really nice, take a look at that. Again, this is the FlowPro stainless steel quick connects. You have the EnviroSpec hydrol injector in there. That's gonna pull a little bit higher rate of bleach than what your standard injector pulls. So over here you have 2 sets of double stacked Titan electric reels. So these are both our 18-inch reels on stainless steel stacking kits. This is the stainless steel stacking kit. These are full frame, which meaning the frame of these reels are all aluminum, and then the manifold, which is what runs through the reel, this part here, that is stainless. So if you're using something like a regular steel manifold, that's going to corrode up, it's going to rust out, and then it's going to fall apart. So that's pretty common on, say, if you're anchored by price and you're looking for a budget hose reel. A lot of times you're not going to get those upgrades, and over time you're going to be replacing those a lot sooner than you would with something like this. This costs more, but I think long term it's going to be cheaper to run a higher quality hose reel long term. Like I said, this is all stainless in here. This is a stainless steel super swivel, and the way that we have these connected, you can run these a lot of different ways. Going over here, you have 2 12-inch reels, 100 feet of 3/4 hose, and then 200 feet of 1/2-inch hose there for soft wash on the bottom. And these are full frame aluminum reels, stainless steels internals, just like the 18-inch reels, all electrics. All right, jumping back in, had a customer show up, jumped in to help him out real quick. I believe we were talking about the hose reels. Going on over here, this is our rinse valve system for the FlowPro. So this one here, the injector's pulling from here, and then we're able to direct that to pull chemical or water. The reason why you'd want to pull water or have some type of 3-way valve in there, that's so you can rinse out your injector. Typically on a simple downstream system, you would pull drop sticks out and put it into water or put it in a bleach tank. This eliminates all that extra work and all the mess that would make. So we have a nice little valve system there. Here's another look at the tanks. Again, 400-gallon slim tanks. We have our Hudson float valve right here. So that has a little piece on the bottom. Once the water fills up, it activates that, pushes it up, stops the flow of the water. And then as you use the water, that opens up that valve and allows it to flow and fill the tanks. Got the gun here all zip tied to the back. This one is shipping. Here's a look at the side. That's our EPW box. You can see some of the plumbing down below. Let's open this up. I'll show you what's in the box here. So we have our FlowPro stuff. We've already made him a wire here. This is a really heavy duty USA made marine grade stuff. This is going to power the pressure washer. So it'll run obviously through there, from there all the way through the box up through here, and then go into the battery there. It's kind of out of focus. So this is for the pressure washer, FlowPro stuff, all the books there. This is a circuit breaker. So this protects the hose reels, or you can come in here and just push this button in and turn off the hose reels and lock this box up, and nobody can come by and push a button. Look at the way that we have this all wired up through here. We got a uniseal going through there. Everything sweeps really nice up to the battery. This is a 24 DC marine grade interstate battery. And then we have our, I can focus in up here. That is our fusible link there. We use Bussmann fuses. Took me a long time to find these pieces right here that are made in the USA. We finally did find some, so we have a USA supplier made wiring piece there. Got the batteries all locked up in there. We have our soft wash percent guide. This is a heavy duty box. There's some Amazon ones, I see them on there. Starts with the brand starts with an A. Really super cheap stuff. These boxes are made in the USA. The way they lock up, if you look at the seals and everything on here, these are the heavy duty ones. It's about triple the cost of the other aluminum boxes, but just all around way better box. 7-gallon soap tank. This is our Pro Mixer XL. So we've done a bunch of different things on this to make this better. You have a really nice manifold block here. This is 3/4 plumbing, so 3/4 metering valve, 3/4 check valve. Of course, the soap side here, you have half inch check valve. These check valves have Hastelloy springs in them. That's an upgraded material over the stainless. This is our 3-way rinse valve. What that allows, 3-way rinse valve allows you to pull water in through this system, which fully rinses out the mixer and in turn makes it last a lot longer. So turn down would be pointing towards water, turned up obviously towards chemical. You can see our pump there on the back. That's a 7 GPM dual control Remco. So this isn't just the regular Remco pumps that are floating around often out there. This is an upgraded pump. The dual control, the smooth flow, as they're also called, eliminates the pulsing of the pump, the cycling. It allows it to run smoother. They last longer. They have Viton seals in them. See if I can get a closer look back here so you can see this. We have the pump mounted on a, sounds like there's a truck in the background there. We have the pump mounted on a peg system. So if you want to change this pump out, you could actually do this out in the field. The barbs are quick connects. These are flange nut on here. Everything on this skid I didn't mention is all 316 stainless steel. You loosen out those up. It comes off those little rubber grommets. The pump is plugged in electrically with a SAE plug. So that just simply plugs into the new pump and then you're back up and running. Really nice heavy duty marine grade waterproof switch there. You can see that it has the stainless steel screws. There's a lot of different options you can go for switches. I think these are like 60 bucks for this switch. You can go to an auto parts store and find something that turns your pump on and off probably for $5, but I've seen those fail so many times that it's just worthwhile just going with a nice high quality switch on here. Again, this is the base. You have the 1-inch drain hose right here. So this allows you to dump your tanks. It works as a hand wash station, eye wash station, bucket filler, whatever you want to use it for. Just an all-around, very nice skid. I think Jeremy's gonna love this thing. Jeremy, we appreciate your business. We're excited for you to get this skid and get it out in use. I know you said you bought a new truck for this skid. And I appreciate it, and I'm excited for you to get this going. You guys have a great day.